Hello world, Patricia O'Connor and sunny Frida Reba Darcy here. Today on the Bonsai Balcony, cue the hammering and the construction noise. Okay, got it. Today on the Bonsai Balcony, yeah, that's the stuff. We're gonna go through and do a little bit of maintenance to several trees here on the balcony, and also while taking a moment to enjoy what fall colors we're going to get. Over here is an evergreen, over here is an evergreen. So I've got a lot of evergreens in here, but dead here in the center of the shot, those pretty yellows that are starting to come through, almost some Van Gogh kind of yellows that are just starting to come through, are courtesy of our little cool snap that we've been having the last couple of days. I am actually in a sweater and need to be. It is actually at least that chilly. So what we're going to do today is several trees, despite the species of several different species, have something in common, and that it would be maybe a good time for me to go back and do a little bit of a little bit of pruning maintenance. I'm going to prune the tips on this, but leave it long, but just prune the tips to entice oxen on this California oak. I will go back over and do the same to its cousin, the cork bark oak. And then we'll mosey our way over and check out the colors on some of the other trees, while at the same time, this guy here is not an evergreen, but I am going to chop it back a little as well. It's already getting kind of getting big and grabby, and in years past, I have had this guy hang out mostly green until almost January. Yeah, so I'm not necessarily going to expect that to be any different. And if these guys are this long now, I should just go ahead and probably chop them back and see if I can get them to bifurcate. So that's my thinking there. I have a small supply of I got a couple of different pair of scissors, and I got a stainless chopstick at my disposal. We have been having a little bit of a wind event also. So trees are currently drying out from our rainy bit. After I get done here, I will probably rotate a few trees, so I haven't watered yet, although it would be time to do so if I weren't. But that's kind of what's going on there. As promised, I'm not going to go too crazy in here. Oops, let me get in there. Come on. There we go. I'm just gonna do tips on some of these that we haven't already done the tips on. Get back there. And the reason we're doing that is to entice more back buds and kind of slow down that elongation that's going on there. A lot of these I got on the first time around, which is good, but I'm just going through while I'm here and getting the rest. I also need to rotate this tree, which right now what we are looking at is the front, so I will be rotating this tree today to where we'll be seeing the back again. Come on, Pat, get in there. It's a little trickier for me to do that one-handed, but yeah. Okay, yeah. I guess this would be I should be thinking about some of the projects that I haven't done because they would be noisy. This would probably be a prime time to make noise if we had something. No point in adding to it just for the sake of noise though. This is pretty much what I have in mind to do on this guy. Now, what this does is a couple of things. It releases, it changes up the hormonal allocation in the tree, causes auxin, which is what tells the tree what is dominant, what the dominant parts of the tree are. And when we cut the tips where that auxin is stored, that signal is gone and everything pretty much goes for a land grab kind of a thing, right? It's like all bets are off. Everybody's gonna try to be the next number one. Now, what I'm looking at is these shoots are these shoots will get long, and at some point, sometimes they die back here, so that they can continue to elongate out. By cutting those off, that will encourage more back buds. That will encourage this stuff to stay healthy, stay vibrant, keep going, all that good stuff. And that is a good, and that's that's the motivating factor behind this. Some people also do this by pinching. I find this coastal oak to be a little hard to be pulling on that way. Also hard to cut on with these scissors. We'll be okay. Did I do that one? Nope. Here we go. And here we go. All right, so I'm about to move on to something else, and then I'll come back to this after I've rotated it, but that will be off camera. Also, I rotated around our ponderosa, and this is what it looks like when we're looking at this side. All right, now it said I was going to do this guy, so we will we'll go with this guy here. Maybe even go with heavier than this. I have heavier pruners. Yeah, I'm thinking. No, you're okay, Frida. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about it. Okay. Yep. I instinctually, I didn't even have to look for it. I just kind of instinctually went to the same place both times. That was, these are my Nipex bolt cutters. I don't know anybody who gets a deal or has a deal with Nipex, because I see a lot of people use them. A lot of bonsai people use them. A lot of the heavy hitters you see on YouTube will have these in their back pocket where they're working, and not only that, but they will pull them out and use them. You don't have to worry about pulling the copper off of a branch that you want to cut, and you also don't have to worry about said copper. Hurting the jaws. These are my Nipex, and I like them. They're just little bolt cutters, but they're very well made. They stay sharp, and yeah, they're pretty bad. They're pretty tough. Okay, so that's got that. That's got that. This guy, we're going to defoliate this tree at some point, but not for a while. Not as long as it still has that much green and that much green. And frankly, as long as this yellow is not ready to let go, it would still, if I went to pull that off, it would still hang on like living tissue that it is. So when it turns more that color, then we get it. It's really easy to, nothing easier than to defoliate a ball cypress in this state. The stuff that's not gonna stay is will come off when you touch it, but it's okay. You weren't gonna get to keep that anyway. So yeah, if something falls off and you're going, oh my God, not touching it wouldn't have made any difference in the end. If it comes off that easy, it's gone. So anyway, when the whole tree turns this color, I can have all three of these. I can have all three of those pretty much defoliated in 5 or 10 minutes without any troubles. Do I see anything I didn't get over here? Just a few. Okay, we're in better shape there. We're in better shape there. Okay, and look at all these little pines. We've already lost our foliage on this wisteria. And our foliage is also starting to change colors on this, our dawn redwood. And as you can see, it also, when it comes time for that stuff to let go, it defoliates at a touch. I mean, just like takes nothing when it's ready to go to just defoliate the whole tree. So we're just waiting on that to finish up. It's about there. Boom. I'm allowing these branches to grow longer out, farther out. They're an experiment. I'm not making changes to the other. I just looked at that, Pat. We're not making changes to the other parts of the other branches because of them, but I am letting these couple of guys here, and on the back side, I'm letting those guys grow out a little and add a little length to the canopy, just kind of like I'm doing these. Yeah, I'm trying to get a feel for viprication, chopping stuff so that we turn our ones into twos. And I have two things that I'm at odds with. One, when you let them elongate out, I have noticed that we start to drop these leaves back here. So that's why we're pruning the tips. But also, I had been pruning things back early. I turned this into this, and I turned this into this. So, I'm slowly working our way out to here. But it might be that it's too thick, and I might be having choices that I don't need. When I might be cutting this stuff too short is what I'm saying. So I'm going to let a few run out and kind of for a minute look at both and see what I think. If I think that I've been cutting all of this other stuff back too soon to vipricate off, then we'll let a few more run and then start maybe swapping them out or something, swapping out branches as we need to. We probably won't on a lot of them anyway. They'll be fine, just to let them grow. But yeah, that's kind of the thought there. Still wet. I haven't watered this guy in 2 days, and even with our wind that we've been having, this guy is still wet down there. So when everybody else is about to get watered, we'll still be holding off on this one. That's us for now. We just did a little prune back. We were out enjoying the day and out enjoying the atmosphere, such as it is. Lots going on here. Could probably show you for the last time our hollow feature. It's gonna disappear for a couple of weeks when I rotate the tree around. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Our next drop will be tonight when we do a return to Saturday Night Live Bonsai, and that'll be a welcome return to that. I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope where you are, there's might be a little less construction noise, but otherwise it's a beautiful day here. Maybe if I'd have timed this during lunch, that would have been the way to go. But yeah, I appreciate you. Frida appreciates you, and thank you all so much for watching.